Hi everyone. So today I wanna talk with you about happiness. Happiness without sacrifice. That's a story of my life, and I'm sure many of you would be grateful that I open up this subject, and today I'm gonna open up in very raw details, like how I align myself to unconditional self-belief, confidence, and the faith, and what kind of contrast I had been experiencing in my life. And first of all, I want you to feel it. Like today's video, it's gonna be so profound, and I also wanna value your time. So I'm just gonna ask one question, and if it resonates with you, I invite you from my heart to stay and listen this, and like really allow yourself to understand that there are more for you in this life, and it's actually not difficult to get without drama, without sacrificing and compromising. So first I wanna ask you, if you would have unconditional self-belief in you, like faith, like self-esteem, and like healed, like you know that you love yourself, like you know that you deserve, like you believe in yourself, what kind of drama of your life you would let go very easy and gonna be surprised like how come it was in your life? Just close your eyes and allow you to be honest with yourself. What kind of situation you would just not step in? Like you would say, like, I just not interested in it, I just don't want it. Like if your faith is with you, like faith in you, you know what is the faith in you? Like you absolutely know that your desire is given without hard work, without sacrifice, without compromise. You know that manifestation is one of the easiest things when we align, when our focus on what we really want. It's so easy. And why it looks like for us like it's difficult, and why we actually step in into compromise, sacrifice, drama, chasing, pleasing, guilt, punishment. Because our faith in us not aligned, not in the place where it have to be. Someone betrayed, someone lost it, some forgotten, some, it doesn't matter what's happened with the faith. But we being collectively and experience where we all went through the contrast to understand something, to experience something. So there was purposely made, like our family members, our teachers that we met, our love relationship, our like key events in our life was teaching us something. And that teaching was preparing for our individual explosion. And I know that my sole purpose is to align to my faith, belief in me, aligned to well-being, and reteach others how to believe in themselves unconditionally, so they let go the drama of the contrast and accept their individuality and start to live in that frequency, start to live in that vibe, start to live in that new rules of life to inspire others. Yes, it was all collective plan. It was made many lives ago for us. The thing is, our contrast, it's what opposite of our soul purpose. And when we don't like it, we can ignore it, we can deny it, we can like go far away, like I don't want to see my family, I don't want to deal with that, I just like, they're so different, I don't know how I'm here, or we start to fight. So when we're not in peace with that, we cannot go to the alignment. And that was my story. The contrast gave me so much of compromise and sacrifice and the guilt and the pleasing and the chasing. And as you know me, that I've been since my young age, I was working in a big money business world, like with my gift to see where to invest and like what clarity and alignment, I was doing the good money. But in the same time, there was so many misalignment and manipulation and the drama, and then my relationship also, like when we go through breakup, there was so much pain, and I was like, how I could put myself and my son in such a pain. And by analyzing everything, like every step in every my drama situation in all my life, I could understand that there was my faith, my belief was overgiven to some idol. So when that's happened, we just feel like we're changing ourselves. We start to please it. We start to act differently. We start to change ourselves. We saying yes to compromise, and then we feel pain, and then we feel what it called now, like modern world, like a soft aggression, like the person not look aggressive, but he's saying like some painful words or do some like late or just disrespect act. So this is all like when we feed in ourselves with some stuff that we really don't want to. Then we have to take it out, and it's come out in an ugly way because there's no permission. So I want to tell you today a few stories. One of the story, me, many years after breakup, many years in single life, like when I was after painful breakup, I like, I'm gonna heal myself, align myself, and then I step into relationship because I don't want to step in any compromise, any, I don't want to depend on anyone. I don't want to idealize anybody. I just like want to understand, like I'm healed, I'm mature, I'm clear, and so I'm here now. And then I step into mature relationship. That was my deal with myself. So after that breakup, many years more than 8 years. I became already good in financial flow, multi-million-dollar value business. And then I went to this event in Cannes that I made agreement with myself, like I'm gonna unfold my soul purpose. And the soul purpose was 250 million happy and wealthy people. And for me, it was like absolutely yes. I knew that it's from my heart. All my body vibrate when I heard this channeling and I made the declaration. I absolutely didn't know how. So logically, I start to think like I need the investor in this. I need to teach the key leaders so they can teach people. So I was thinking not 250 million people come to me one by one. I was thinking I'm going to teach leaders and then the leader going to teach their people. Or I was thinking about app and the books and TV, things like this. Okay, so multiply the clarity and the faith and things like this. And so I come to Dubai and I'm living in 5-star property, 4 seasons. I'm living for a few months and I'm working on my projects. And the people who surround me, it's the sheikhs, it's the founders, it's the CEO, it's the crowd of men with healthy resources and healthy financial situation. So it's in Dubai. And then when few investors come to me about this project, there was some compromise, feeling of the compromise. And I'm like, no, this is absolutely no. I done poison my life and my everything. My life, my love, my money, my health. With compromise, I'm done. I just felt like I don't have any tolerance for this. So I met this lady. I just literally, I love her, I just wanted to be friends with her. Sometimes you see somebody and you feel vibe like it's your person. So I was working on my project, sitting in the restaurant in Four Seasons, and she was also come for the drink with her girlfriend. So I just come to say hello and invite her and her friend for my coming conference. And she gave me her name card. So for me, it was absolutely guidance from my heart, go there and say hello and be friends with her. So we exchanged the numbers. I put her card on my table and I started to work on the projects. And then one of the person come to me from the hotel, just say, hi, how are you? And then he looked at the card. Oh my God, do you know who is she? And I'm like, who? In Abu Dhabi, the biggest investment center, and she's one of them. And she was also kind of key role there. So I invite her for dinner, but before I know this, I just want to be friends with her, and I just wanted to have dinner with good friend, or go for the drink, or go for the dance. So when he told me this, my resistance, who was poisoning me in the compromise, got so active. And it's oh my God, this is my chance. I don't want to work with men. This is the woman. She's an investor. So let me show her I'm capable, invest me. So instead of go just for the drink, I rented the whole restaurant. There was only 2 of us. The chefs was cooking only for us. And during the dinner, when the time come to talk about I wanted to ask her to invest in my project, so invest in me. And by the way, like trace back many years, I was working with investors, so many years with the big money, and I could bring investor in that project piece of cake. But that time it was like I investing in them. And this time it was the first time like I'm saying like, this is real, this is like my sole purpose. I'm not hiding, I'm not minimizing myself, I'm not putting any mask, I'm not doing anybody for not anyone, it's just like for me. So I say to her, invest in me. And before I said invest in me, we was talking about like what I'm doing, and she was absolutely in love. And she was inspired, and she like, I never saw people like so much in love with people, in love with life. And she said like, I want to support you, how I can support you. And then it's time for me to say like, invest in me. And can you imagine, that's resistance of self-love, resistance of receiving, gave me so huge shock on my body that in that right table and 5-star 4-season hotel in Dubai, like restaurant is booked only for us, and I feel like all my body just shouting, wow, I'm dying, and I start to vomit. So it's in my mouth, I stand up, I run through this restaurant, and then lobby, and then another restaurant, and then toilet, and like, oh my God, what's happened? And she like saying like, are you okay? You need a doctor and things like this. So we say goodbye, I go home, I go to my room, I go to hotel, and then I was analyzing like what's happened. Why my body resists so huge no to the things like I want it from my heart. Like I was working with this project and it means so much to me. And when I was sitting with the person who can support me, why the resistance was like so huge. And then I start to analyze everything and understand like what I felt. I felt that there's no difference between man and woman who to idealize. It's not about gender, it's about wrong perception of the source. So when we think that someone is more important than us, and if somehow, some way in our life, our faith, our self-belief, our permission to live was overgiven to that core idol, we just became playing someone else. So my body react not on the support, my body react that I start to feel like I'm pleasing her because she have money. Like all my act was, I like her, I just want to have a friendship with her. But when I understood that she's someone key figure in this investment company, I ran the whole restaurant. And then I tried to impress her with what? Not with what I do, not with what I believe, not who I am, not with my frequency, vibration, with my honesty, loyalty, dignity. I wanted to impress her with like restaurant and the way how I was talking to her, that was so unpleasant to me. Then I was so pissed off. I was so pissed off, like I was thinking that I'm on the right way. For many years, I didn't go in relationship because I thought it's a man, and I don't want be idealized man because man has a resource. So when I understood like it doesn't matter, man, woman, friend, husband, investor, I understood like if we not believe in ourselves, if we not honor of our rules, of our permission, of our choices, we're gonna chase, we're gonna please, we're gonna feel guilty, we're gonna sacrifice, compromise. There's always gonna be a drama. So if you somewhere, maybe in one point of your life, maybe in many areas of your life, maybe it's majority of your life, if you still have drama, if you still feel why I'm doing this, I don't want to do this, or you feel like you have aggression, you don't know why you have aggression, like you do something and you think that there's no choice, like you have to do this, or you think like you depends on the client, or you feel like you're so much obligated to do this, or you think like there are no other choices in the world, or you're in this situation like you have to do this, or maybe because you're afraid if you say no to the compromise, what you're gonna do. So I totally understand, but I wanna ask you today, do you know how much price are you paying? So it can be health, it can be, for me, most important, why I was so much angry at my resistance, at my family members and my schools and some of my situation in my youngest age of my life, where we programming our beliefs, is because I knew what kind of life I meant to live. I saw that in the vision. I feel it from time to time. I went there. Many times I was there where I was compromised, and when I say no to the compromise, somehow the doors were shutting down. So I knew that we all meant to live happy and wealthy, unlimited creative life. I knew that with my cells, with my bones, with my like inside faith in me. I born and I knew that. I knew that I'm here on the earth to show people, to be example, what is the well-being without drama, without compromising, without sacrificing. But that knowing was that what make you, what make me be now in front of you and tell you this clarity guidance, that our resistance, our limitation beliefs that was with us for a reason, and I was hated with all my heart because I knew that resistance would sabotage with the noise in my head, would sabotage my clarity, would sabotage my creativity, would sabotage my result, and I would not step in the door that I want to. So alignment and the clarity and the targeting, like I'm very rare have a plan B. I'm so much into plan A because I just want to live life like I want to live. And I knew like every time when I could not step into my plan and slide down back and from scratch start everything again, I was angry, not at me, I was angry at the resistance. And you know that putting blame on something else, it's easier than to find alignment within. And I knew that as well. But for me, it was so difficult to find a way how to not be angry, because that resistance, you know, I understand, like every time I feel like I hate something or someone, It's like when I don't know solution, when I don't know escape, how to come out of there. So my soul loves me so much unconditionally, the same like your soul loves you unconditionally. I had a journey, and that journey started from that Dubai point in the restaurant. When I understood this, I like, oh my God, I don't want to communicate with the man investor. Now I understand, like the woman investor, I do the same trick. I do the pleasing, I do the someone else, like not Ina. No dignity, no loyalty, and very strange communication. Like I want to be me. I don't want to change me, inspire like whoever have whatever. I want my own life. I want to create my individual vibes and creativity, and I want to live life and communicate with people from heart to heart. Like I love you, not because you do something. I just love you because I love you. You know what I mean? So from that moment, I was so pissed off, and I sabotaged few deals, big deals. Like I could not would be stay in 5-star property anymore, and I sabotaged it so hard and so dramatically. Like I even have outstanding bill, and in this hotel I was living there for 6 months, and so even my friend have to protect me in this situation, like to cover the bill. Otherwise in Dubai they would put me just in the jail for not paying the bill. But for me, I knew that the money would come, I would come out of the situation, and paying the bills for me was not the priority. I was smashed in my mind, because even in my heart, it's like my faith, my like what I was doing with all this project, it was kind of like all smashed and broken apart, because I was thinking like who I am, where's my faith, like where's my permission, why I think like there's someone else with resources but not me. So it was like decision was made, like I'm gonna go anywhere to find where my faith, where's my permission for my personality, for my truth, for my dignity, for my loyalty, for my visibility. Like I just wanted to be aligned to who I am. And the decision was made, like I understand, like it's not in the 5-star property. I was thinking that time, okay, I don't want to cover up myself with the resources, limousine, and the restaurants. I just wanted to, I thought that was my way. It's not recommended to repeat it. It just, I'm telling you my story, okay? So I was thinking, like, if I'm gonna go without resource, without home, without 5-star property, without my comfort zone, I would faster find where I lost my faith, my self-belief, and where I lost me. So from that 5-star hotel, I went to without resources, but I was with my son. Yeah, it was in Dubai. So we went to Abu Dhabi, went to the beach, and then it's getting dark. And then my son got scared. I say, it's okay, everything's gonna be alright. So we come to the Hyatt Hotel in Abu Dhabi, and I just let him sit on the sofa in the lobby. And that moment I was like, literally, I didn't know what I'm gonna do. I knew that I have to, like, decision was made, I'm gonna find me. No matter what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna find me. There are no more compromise, no area, like all my areas, I have no tolerance for the compromise. And it was, before it was more than one, it was like many, really. So, my son was fall asleep on the sofa in the lobby of Hyatt Hotel. And I just walk around and think, or maybe not think, I just walk around. I didn't know what to do. And I saw this shop with Aston Martin cars. And the moment I saw my car, I noticed that I knew what to do. I knew how to create resources very easy. And what I understood, that my faith in me was all the time with me. But it's kind of go on, I don't want to be aligned with you, or it was my personality, like I don't want to hear you. So it was a split within me. Faith as the soul, like unconditional love and know all the blessing, and the personality with their all resistance and things like this. So the alignment, when they come together, all my miracles, what I did in my life, it's alignment. When our soul, when our heart, when our personality, when our mind, without hesitation, align in one point. So when I saw the car that I like, I was like, I don't want to die. It's not end of my life. I understand that one of the way to knock down our resistance, our noise in our head, like fear, hesitation, like, oh, how I'm gonna do it, what is this, like all the negativity, all the noise, all the limitation, resistance, we can knock down when we beat not for them, when we invest not in them, but when we invest in our true desire, when we think big, when we feel not logical, when we feel inspired, when we, I want it, it's excite me, it's mine. So I understand, like, okay, my resignation, that's how I work, that's how I create it, and that's how I'm effective. To say yes to my true desire, and the money very fast come because I feel inspirational. And when I feel inspirational, my resistance, they cannot tell me anything anymore, okay? So then what's happened next? Next, I start to say to my desire, yes, 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 yes. And if you was, no, that was in Russian. I was creating, when I was living in Bali, I was creating this marathon, Believe in Myself within Rivatar. So I was aim for true desire, and much more expensive desire than I had at the moment. And within 1 month with that marathon, I created life of my dream. From the point where I was living in Bali with no ability to pay for the electricity, in 1 month I shift to the south of France with flying helicopters, best restaurants, best clothes, best hotels, best party, and so on. So that was within 1 month. And I understand, like, what we need. That's aim for bigger desire. Okay? And that was successful. And I want to tell you also, like in Cannes life event, many inspirational women, and I want to fly first time in Monte Carlo, and I want to fly it by helicopter. And I invite one of my girlfriend, like we recently met, we like each other, like I say, would you like to join me on the ride to helicopter? It's gonna be fun, Monte Carlo. And she's saying like, yeah, that would be great. We also, with my friend, wanted to go to Monte Carlo by train, like in 2 hours. I say, who cares about train when they're helicopter? Let's go. And she's like, where this helicopter is coming from? I say, I have no idea, probably helicopter parking. And she's like, so how are we gonna go there? I say, like, I don't know about technical, we're gonna call taxi, or the helicopter company have a ride and they bring us there, so we will go. And she's like, yeah, okay. And she's like, I'll be back in a few minutes. And she go like 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, and I call her and she's not picking up, and I like, that's strange. Okay, so I go to the helicopter and see maybe the girls was thinking like that we need to pay for every person, that it's gonna be more expensive for me, because I was so clear that I'm paying for the ride. And I ask, is it depend like how many people? They're like, no, till 4 is the same price. Like 4 is the maximum passenger here. And I'm like, okay, strange. Why didn't fly with me? I was like, really could not understand. And then I come to Monte Carlo, the best hotel, best in the world. Hotel present me champagne, some bakery with spinach, breakfast. I say I need a spa with my girlfriends. They give me like tomorrow, I go for the spa tickets with my girlfriends, and I think like it's gonna be more fast here, so I'm gonna get more champagne. So I went to buy more champagne. I come to my room, I still calling her, and she's not picking up. And I like, so strange. Even if they go by train, and no. Before I was calling her before helicopter, and she sent me a message like, sorry, we went by train to Monte Carlo. And I was thinking, very strange, maybe they just don't want to give me extra expense, because I invite one and she's like, I with my girlfriend, and I like bring her in. So I'm in Monte Carlo, they're in Monte Carlo, and like, what's happened? Why they not pick up the phone? Champagne is here, party is here, the spa is here, like, let's have fun. They not pick up the phone. So now I will show you what's happened in her side. In the moment when I was calling her, she was sitting in the same hotel, in the lobby of the same hotel, and praying. Oh my God, please. I don't know how, but do one day, just let me be guest of this hotel. And when she looked at phone that I'm calling her, she didn't pick up, because she didn't believe that I will fly by helicopter. She didn't believe that I'm gonna live in that hotel. Because in her belief system, that was not real. So every time when we want better life, we pray, and our self-esteem or self-belief or self-love or permission to live life like we want to is not aligned with us, we pray, we sacrifice, we compromise, we chase, we please, but it's given to us the moment we ask. Very easy. It's so easy that for us it's unbelievable. Like we even not looking, we even not pick up the phone. We like, it's too easy. It cannot be like this for me. And then when I upload my ride on the helicopter in Facebook Live, and this is a friend said to another friend, like she was inviting us, but I'm saying no because I didn't believe her. That friend started taking out her hairs, and I'm like, oh my God, what have you done? Yeah, so in our childhood, when we lack of love, lack of support, when we teach like we have to depend on others, we start to missing out our belief in us. And then when someone comes with resources, with power and save us, and we think like, okay, they didn't need me, they didn't believe me, and this person saved me, so he's my hero, that's my idol, and let me copy that belief in me. Like, let me be him. That's why it was so difficult for me to understand that happiness without sacrifice, it's possible when we take our power from our idols, we take our beliefs, faith, permission for life from idols, and that's gonna be letting go of the limitation cocoon. And limitation cocoon, it can be many different stories. It can be ugly duckling was hiding on the tree. For me was limitation belief, like I got in a dangerous situation in my childhood, and when I start to pray to Jesus, that problem has disappeared. And that moment, before I start to pray, I was so frightened. I was so afraid. Like, this is like the two men gonna come and do something. And so that moment was happening in my wireless, in my mind, in my like belief system, that Jesus started to be my hero. And his story of enlightening of the kingdom has the big sacrifice, have to go through the ignorance and the pain, and later on after death it's gonna be reward. So I respect your belief, whatever you believe. I'm just saying how I was coming out of my sacrifice, how I was taking out my power from my idols. And I understand, like, we live now. There are no later on reward. There are no later on punishment. We live now. And if we available now for something what we don't want, it's not able to come something that we want. We have to be brave enough to let go to clean up the space, make an intentionally declaration. I declare this is my choice. This is my belief that my life, whatever I want, is my vibrations, in my choice of what I'm choosing, how I'm vibrating, how I'm feeling. Do you know that if we put our emotional quality on the priority, so easy we let go drama, not available people, difficult clients, small money, painful communications, and things like this. Only what we have to start with, allow ourselves to put our emotional quality on the priority. So if you are very developed spiritually, or if you have things like you start something but you not finish, like serial startupper, or you know that you all the time go on compromise, or you know what kind of life you meant to live, and if you know that you have like purpose to give to the world, to influence to the world, to create something, and you're not doing that because you're still minimizing yourself, I'm inviting you to this program, Billions for Fun. This is portal that rebuild your self-belief in you. It's gonna help you to understand where your power, where your focus, where your beliefs was overgiven to idols. Take it in you and understand that you have to accept you as an individual, not to copy, not to feed anyone, but to be you, to be bigger than you could imagine. You think that you born the star, but maybe you born the sun or a galaxy. It's like the most important, like you have to feel and breathe fully, accept who you are individually. And this is frequency of happy money, of big happy money. It's so easy to receive when we let go these beliefs, like we have to sacrifice our happiness for home, we have to sacrifice our happiness for the clients, we have to sacrifice our happiness for kids, we have to sacrifice our happiness for money. When we in this idea, you can imagine this barometer, or like how to say, like emotional scale, and sacrifice, compromise, chasing, pleasing, guilt, it's very low. It's so far from happiness. So we think that we're happy when we overcome problem, when we like, I don't feel stressed, like I just done it. Love, we're not in the happiness, we are in apathy, in depression, in crisis, because we minimizing ourselves with whatever people think about me and how to feel and who I am, and they have resource I don't have, or it's hard, or if I'm brave I have to do the hard work, I have to chase and please, and all these things so far from happiness. So this is Clarity Guidance, Billions for Fun. It's program that I create from two of my books. One of the book, Billion for Fun, and another book, my first bestseller, is Rebuilt, like fate, the world of fate. And I know that the most depressing and dangerous for us, for humans, is to live without faith in us. Because we created like this, that we always believe. We cannot not believe, but where we believe though. So this program is the portal where you're gonna align your beliefs where you're gonna take your power back from the idol, where you're gonna give you permission to let go sacrifice of your happiness for your happiness, future happiness. So I respect your religious and whatever you believe. For me, it was very difficult to let go my sacrifice from my life, because I was so much overgave my faith into the Jesus when the situation, when I was praying and dangerous situation is gone. So I was a child at the time, and subconsciously he became my hero, he became my idol, and knowing later on, I understand Jesus never say be like me, he say be like your heart, be the one. But what I did, I became like him, and in my life it was pain first, obligation for others, reward later on, first the punishment, the exhaustion, humiliation or betrayal, and then later on it's gonna be a reward after the death. So I know, I was so many years was looking what the fuck, why it's so difficult, why I clean up so many of my life, but they're one of sacrifice or compromise again come, and I why I'm doing this to my life. So when I understand okay, when I start to really work with my faith, with my self-belief, with my, it's not even about confidence, it's really self-belief, it's about faith, because it's a divine, it's this program is about cooperation with life, collaboration with life, manifestation and surrender to receiving. It's when our faith is so aligned, when we're not saying I can only strong and everything weak. It's the balanced mindset, I am everything and I am nothing. So this is surrender to awareness. This is art of the alignment, and that's my masterpiece that I was creating so many lives, I would say. And after the Dubai situation, when I understand I have to aim for my desire, and that's how I can knock down resistance, that was working for me so well. And it's true, but somehow I feel big money come, they finish, and then I start another leap. I could manifest easy, but it was not the next level for me, just not to create when I needed, but make it as my presence, the big resources, easy resources, joyful resources for me to create without okay, now I have to do something. Just I have it, I am present, I am here, I wanted that. So when I set up that target, my soul brought me to another journey. That was 2020, when I found surrender. And found surrender was totally let go of the pride, totally let go of the fear of rejection, totally let go of I cannot ask help. So surrender, it's the portal. It's the portal to let go. When we have our resistance, when we're learning something, and it's with us, it's our contrast, it's our shadow, okay? So this is program Billions for Fun. It's gonna give you understanding how to make your shadow effective in a way like it's gonna help you to be your in full power. Like our resistance, when we deny, when we ignore it, when we fight with it. Can get water. We became that resistance, or we became fighter. So until we in peace, we step in minimizing, we step in survival. I'm talking about tunnel to real life, to life in our individuality and acceptance who we are, and self-belief unconditional, and putting influence in our world to make it more fun, more joyful, more easy, more brighter. Yeah, like we're talking about 5 dimension and above, and we all know that we come into the balance. So this is how this balance and alignment work. If we in denial, if we in fight, we still multiplying. This is program Billions for Fun, gonna give you clarity how to come out onto alignment from your fight, from your denial, from your chase or guilt or pleasing, any drama. If you have drama, there are no happiness. If you don't have a happiness, you don't have a healthy money. If you don't have a healthy money, it's very difficult to do that impact to the world with your idea, with your vibes, with your frequency, with your ideas, with your individuality. This is world of 5-dimensional. It's not copy and paste. It's about masterpiece. Masterpiece that only coming from alignment. The mind, soul, and body all together come and create like what is really fascinate me, what is really give me frequency. I want this. This is my life. This is frequency of, and Billions for Fun. You know why? If it sounds to you like wow, it's too big. It's not real. It's crazy. It's just like knock down your resistance because it's much more bigger. Resistance is all the time small. It's a noise. It's a limitation. It's just to break you out from the focus, from the alignment. Billions for Fun is like give you that permission first time probably to breathe in the full power, in the full open wings, and start to give yourself permission, like if I don't have a noise, if now I have permission to live, to breathe, to speak, to be visible, to be the influencer, what I want to give to the world, how I want to live my life, what is my signature, how I want to inspire my own kids. And this is Billions for Fun. Yes, it's frequency of easy, big, joyful money. But most important is the permission to meet yourself, probably first time. To meet yourself and recognize yourself and accept and say yes. And then when I show you how to take back your power from that idol that limits you, and to get into alignment, I will show you how to manifest and how to create. So easy. So this is portal. It's like, imagine like you was in the dark in the mama belly. The baby is coming out, the portal, you are coming to the life. And the life is so loving you. And you are so ready. And I know that if you meant to go through this portal, you look into my eyes and you recognize me and you feel yes. Many people like who was coming to my individual or the group clarity guidance, they were saying like before they saw my video, they like, I saw you in my dream, or like I just know you. It's kind of strange feeling. It's because before I launch any program or do a live video podcast or any my social presentation, I pray to awareness and I say I am available. Who is looking, who is in gratitude, who is value, who is payable in respect, in honor on what I do, and they feel that it's same valuable for them. I'm available for this, and I'm invite them. So on awareness level that connect all us, we all connected. And if you was asking like why I've been compromising, why I cannot be happy, what's wrong with me, why I cannot meet my love, why I have this and this, that's because your self-belief was overgiven somewhere. And again, I will finalize this again with repeating the question from the beginning. If you have your faith, absolute faith in you, like what kind of situation of your life you would avoid or even not step in? Like what would be for you like, that's just not interesting, this is drama, not for me? What was that? So if you feel that it resonates with you, that you want to join my program, Clarity Guidance, it's a group Clarity Guidance, Billions for Fun. It's a journey for 2 months. We start in 1st of November. I'm happy and love to have you with us. If you feel that it's for you, you're very welcome. And also I have this soon it's gonna be official. It's kind of like Clarity Guidance. Before I was doing that individually, and now I'm preparing to make it alive but separated from me, so you can just step in there and get your analysis, like who you are, where you lost your power, where is your alignment, what is your soul purpose, like what is your tools, what is your gifts. If it's that resonate, also ask me and I will tell you how that will be possible and easy for you to understand who you are and what is your soul purpose. See you soon.